What do you picture whenever you envision the 1970s? Is it peace signs, lava lamps, and tie-dye? Well, that's what I picture. Now, what do you envision whenever you think of ancient Egypt? It's probably something along the lines of giant pyramids, hieroglyphics, and mummies. Now, what if I told you that ancient Egypt in the 1970s had something in common? And that similarity is tie-dye. Believe it or not, tie-dye has been around for thousands of years, and it's been said to have even been around since as early as 1000 BC. How cool is that? This makes tie-dye an incredibly diverse art form. I've been tie-dyeing for many years now. Like everybody, I found it to be incredibly aesthetically pleasing, and I wanted to find out how to make it on my own. So to find out how to make it, I turned to demonstration videos similar to what I'm going to show you guys today. Today, I'm going to show you guys the materials that you will need to make tie-dye. I'm going to show you the tie-dye process, and I'm also going to show you guys how to utilize that tie-dye process. First, let's get started on what materials we need to use. First, you're going to need to find the fabric, so whether that be a shirt, blanket, etc. You are going to need the dye that you'll be using. You're also going to need rubber or plastic gloves. You'll also need rubber bands and plastic bags. Whenever you're picking the fabric that you need, make sure that it's either 100% cotton and white works the best. Or you can pick a different kind of fabric. Just make sure that you're aware that 100% cotton holds the best, and mixtures like 50% polyester and 50% cotton typically don't hold as well. So just make sure you're aware of those mixtures. Whenever you're using rubber bands, just make sure that they're thicker and they're not going to break whenever you stretch them. Whenever you're picking dyes, make sure that they match your personality. You can find dyes at really any supermarket or craft store. Just make sure that they fit who you are. Today that I've chosen purple, fuchsia, and teal. So, awesome. Make sure that you've got a plastic bag. I like the ones that lock. That way there's no way of our fabrics escaping us. Now that we have our materials for today, let's jump on to the tie-dyeing process itself. For the tie-dye process, today I've chosen to show you guys how to dye a t-shirt. So for the t-shirt, what we're going to do is we're going to actually fold the arms in. We're going to lay the shirt down, which I can't show you guys this part, but I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. So we're going to lay the shirt down, we're going to pinch one part, and we're going to fold it. And we're just going to keep winding it. So you're going to pinch and wind, and just keep doing that until it's all the way brought in. And then it should look something similar to like a little ball. See that? Alright, great. Now this is when your rubber bands come into play. Now you're going to take your rubber bands and basically just pull them on either side of it. And this is when you're going to create your sections. So see how I took the rubber band and I kind of sectioned it off in half. Now I'm going to make it into fourths, quarters, whichever. So I made it into little quarter pieces. Now from then, I'm going to take it and I'm going to do one more. You can put as many rubber bands on as you want. I'm just doing this for time reasoning. So there we go. Now all of our sections are in place. And this is what mine looks like right now. And it will give us several sections. And for this, you'll place your dye. But before you place your dye, you want to put your gloves on. So make sure you get your gloves. Throw those on your hands. And you're going to want to take the cap off and put this directly on your sections. Make sure that your dye is not touching. So let's say you put your pink. Do not put a pink directly next to that section. because then it'll run together and it won't really get that tie-dye effect. Now see, I already have one done up for you guys, so I don't have to take the time to tie-dye one out for the demonstration video. After you put all the dye onto it, what you're going to do is you're going to take the tie-dye process. So see how pretty this looks? That's what yours will look like. And you're going to put it in the bag. And you're going to zip the bag up. And you're just going to leave it for 6 to 8 hours or overnight like I do. And then after that, you're going to wash it and it's good to go. So now that you guys are experts in the historical form of tie-dyeing, then that's about it. Thank you guys so much for learning about this historical context. Now you guys know the materials that you need to use for tie-dyeing. You know the process of tie-dyeing, and you know how to utilize those materials while tie-dyeing. So now you don't have to be an ancient Egyptian walking down the sanded streets of Cairo, but hopefully this will make you feel a little bit more in your cultural roots. So, thank you.